Thoughts, words, smell, and touch. All of those are different forms of what you as a fella can use to your advantage to end up getting her happy down there. Now, I'm going to get into more details, but let me just tell you other things that, let's say, if you are in a pretty healthy relationship, or if you have to bring something to use to your advantage to increase her getting stimulated, increase the lubrication, all that good stuff, getting obviously wet and all that good stuff, having a happy kitty, then these are the steps that you have to go ahead and use to your advantage. So use food as leverage. If you're going out to eat, if you're going to buy her chocolate, like for Valentine's Day, or you're sending her flowers with chocolate, then you can go ahead and make sure you're using the right types of foods, such as dark chocolate, such as wine, such as, let's say, if you're going to have a side of a drink, you guys can order something that has gin in it, a cocktail that has gin in it. And so those are going to be some of the basics. There's so many different either supplements, let's say spices, that could increase these hormones. So ashwagandha. I've just recently spoke about this in my other video, which is a very common one, but aphrodisiac. And just to kind of give you a brief idea of that, that's just a lot of food intake that could help a lot. And that could be like certain fruits, such as strawberries, such as watermelon, such as pineapple, like those sorts of fruits. And then even avocados are aphrodisiac, y'all. There's a lot of different foods. All you have to do is search it up. You'll find it. And here's another thing too. Let's say you could use dates as an advantage, because you don't have to necessarily just sit down and eat at a dinner table. It might be more convenient, but you could literally suggest somewhere where you guys can pick up food, go to a park. Some women are actually into picnics. So don't just think so much of like, oh, I need to be in a room and the setting has to be perfect or it has to be just right. Those are things that are going to help you. Again, I'll talk more about what I've said in the beginning as far as the smell, the touch, all these other senses and things that you could do. But just to focus on this for a second, you can use these fruits, or you could use these, let's say, herbs, and make sure that it's going to be included just to increase the arousal as a beginner. Right? Like oysters. There's a lot of women that love oysters. If you go to an oyster place, and you might not, some guys don't like oysters, of course. So you don't have to order oysters. If they only give oysters or only give like seafood, you can definitely say, I stopped here and you guys can make plans for something else because you wanted her to check out this place. And this could be helpful if you're getting to know her. So this is two pluses for you. You're getting to know her. You can ask her what types of food that she loves. Pick that up, take notes of it, use it to your advantage, and then when you bring it up, the second check mark and a benefit for you is that she sees that you're a listener. So to get into like some of those senses and things that can even arouse her before you're even getting the physical touch going is definitely being a listener. Also being there to like be that guy that like, oh, like he just knows how to be a man. She has to get that sense. Like when you have a great smell, when you know how to like physically hold her properly, not, y'all don't gotta just think of like, oh, straight to the bedroom type of thing. You don't have to think about that. And also, y'all, if you don't know, I talk about those details. I talk about the actions you can take, but I talk about it only on my Patreon. And if you become a YouTube member, you can get explicit and exclusive content as well. So if you want to get more details, or if you want me to get more into this in different ways, you can also do requested videos. Check out my Patreon, check out the YouTube membership. I recommend you do Patreon because Patreon is actually building more of a community there. And then per usual, check out my website and just see what's going to be suitable for you to help you in your exact situation. Next thing I want to say is question for y'all is, do you feel like women put up a guard so it makes it harder for that arousal to happen? So before I continue on to some of what I've already said, based off of that question I'm asking, you have to keep in mind that if you're giving her a sense of, oh, I'm trying to get this out of him, or I mean, she feels like you're trying to get this out of her and you want to get to this part, forcing it is naturally going to come out. This is why I set up things so it looks like, oh, okay, this is what he's about. Like romantic things is actually not gonna sound as bad as it seems for some fellas. Some fellas are gonna be like, I'm not romantic, or I'm not into that type of stuff, or I'm not doing all that. But you don't have to think so deep of like setting up something so nice and cute. Music, like that could be helpful. Putting the right tunes, right? When you have the right tunes, when the lights are dim, when there's incense or candles, when you smell good, when you have a cologne that could be masculine. Some women actually like that strong cologne, some people don't. I know I didn't like the strong colognes, because I know when I was in school, man, there were so many fellas that would wear such strong cologne. I was like baffled. I was like, wow, y'all don't like get a headache? Or dang, like y'all are like infusing the whole room, and it's not that it necessarily smelled like not exactly what I wanted to smell, but it was more on, it was so strong. And you know those senses, I mean those smells that like really trigger your senses to the point of like, dang, I can't avoid it. That's the thing. You want her to be able to smell you and be like, oh, I caught the scent. Oh, he smells so fresh or so clean. I love that. So those are senses, of course. And then other senses that you can think of, and I'm going to kind of make this very brief because we're getting to the end of the video. So other senses is like, let's say, for instance, having a masculine voice, but also let's say if you have a soft tone that you can give to her, you can use that to your advantage, right? Like if, and this is just a little bit off topic, but like let's say if you guys are near each other and you're play fighting, if you get close to her ear, of course don't talk loud there because it's sensitive, but that's going to be a sense you're triggering based off of going to the ear since it's sensitive. So if like it's a soft tone that you're using, or you just get behind it, even just your lips feeling her feeling your lips there, that's a physical touch that can increase their arousal. And you have to remember, you're getting to her mind, so she has to have like visions, in a sense, a thought process, sometimes even a fantasy, and that's going to lead into what can happen with y'all. The setting is right, even if y'all are in the car. Sometimes it goes down in the back seat. Now, I probably will bring this part up again, what you can do in different settings, whether it's if it's a car or if it's at home or you're just in a room, whatever it is. I'll try to focus more on that in other videos so you guys get different information. I hope this video helped you in some way. Leave your questions and concerns down below. If you still didn't give this video a big thumbs up, I truly do not know what you're waiting for. TikTok. Appreciate y'all, love y'all, and y'all got this, all right? See y'all. Talk to y'all very much soon.
Stuff that you have going on. It could be about anything, self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. Click that link after this video.
Sleep affirmations so you could become that powerful man, and it is recorded in my voice, and I give you the strongest affirmations to overall become that man and subconsciously become powerful. So let's get into these books. Get a track woman you want and get her to miss you, along with secrets to winning her over, and it tells you about cold approaching. It tells you my personal stories, and if you're trying to up your game in the dating game, these books are going to be perfect for that, and you could get it all in a bundle deal. Make sure you click the link down below. Self-improving in the process. This is so serious. This is why I have a whole no contact guide and journal available. Y'all could go ahead and purchase it. If you need somewhere to start off, then you need all the breakdowns, all the insight, the information, and I have structure in there, help you, prompts, things that will tell you you got this, but it will give you also reasons why, and I have stories in there that tells you why no contact has worked for people, all types of stuff. It's so detailed, y'all. That's how much information I made sure to put in there. Step up no contact, or if you need somewhere to start and you need something to help you, this is like me guiding you as you go through no contact. That's how I customized it for y'all. So you can check that out by clicking the link down below. See what you could do with no contact, how far you could do it. Just learn everything, have the guidance, and accountability partner. Although I'm not actually there, you'll feel that sense from this journal and guide.